Hi guys. All right, so really quickly, we have made it to day 7 of my intermittent fasting, and I am super excited. One, because I've actually finished my full week, and I still love it. Like I haven't been, or I'm not at the point where I feel like, oh, okay, I've made it a week, so I'm tired of doing this. Let's just quit. Like I really like it. So I'm definitely going for another week. The plan is to do 3 months and then check in after month 1 to make sure that I'm still okay with it and all that stuff or whatever. And if I am, obviously to complete out my 3 months. To be completely honest, I really like this. So I kind of feel like after I see where I am at month 1, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I might just take this and run with it, to be completely honest. Um, but let's just get right into it. Sorry guys, my laundry area is in front of me and like the door is open and I just see like all this stuff up there. So that's what I'm looking at. Anyway, um, intermittent fasting, what I've learned the first week. I have so much more energy now than I did when I first started. I feel like even with me being tired, like right now I'm really tired. But I'm tired because I didn't get enough sleep. But even now, like with me being tired, like it's nowhere near my regular being tired like when I first started. Like when I first started, me being tired meant that like I was not moving off of the couch or the bed or wherever it is I was. Like there's no way that I'm tired and still functioning. That's how it was. But now I feel like even with me being sleepy, like I can still make it through. Like I can still get things done. Lay down whenever I get a chance. Like that's how I feel. And after this video, I'm gonna, eat and then lay down. But so energy is definitely like my number 1 reason for wanting to continue this. My number 2 reason is because I feel like I am so much more clear-minded than when I first started. I feel like I'm able to move from one task to another task and actually start the task and finish the task. That to me is huge. Like I know you guys don't know me because I'm fairly new, but goodness gracious, I am the epiphany is not the right word. I'm the spokesperson for unfinished business. Like I will start something and then as soon as it gets close to being finished, I'm done. I'm out. I'm finished. Like not finished as in complete. Like I'm finished. Like I'll pick it up later on. And then so I just have a bunch of unfinished projects around the house. Like it's ridiculous. But through this intermittent fasting, like I actually go through and finish the entire thing of something and then move to the next thing. That is rare for me. So I definitely accompany that with intermittent fasting because that didn't start until I started this. So I feel like, not eating, sorry, I feel like not eating, or having my brain focused on food all the time has cleared up that space for me to focus on what needs to be focused on. That is phenomenal to me. So that's definitely my number 2 reason, or my favorite thing about this, my number 2 favorite thing about this. The third thing that I really like about this, or what I've learned, is that we don't have to always feed ourselves when we get hungry. Like that's not a necessity. Like I didn't know that. Like I really did think that like every time I get hunger pains, I need to put something in my body. No, like that's really just our body resetting itself, and figuring out. I don't know what our body is doing. Don't let me get to lying to you guys, but I do feel like it's my body resetting itself. Because once I drink water or drink tea, or something like that, like I'm fine. So I didn't even need the food to go in at that particular time. So it's just crazy to me that I can go 16 hours without eating and not feel like death is upon me. Like it's crazy to think about all the things that we're raised and taught to do from birth to adulthood that we don't actually have to do. And I feel like, when you know better, you do better. But again, it's only my first week, so this is me talking to you from my first week. I don't want to get all preachy and all that stuff or whatever, but I definitely believe that there's definitely a difference in what I was doing and what I'm doing now. So what else have I learned? I guess that's the top couple things. So let's move on to the mistakes I made and what I'll be doing differently. Number 1 mistake I made was not eating enough calories. That was my definite number one mistake. I feel like even though I reached, into the in between like 900 and 1,000 calories, you know what I'm saying, at my lowest, I still feel like I should have hit my 1351 every single day. That's what I'll be working on this coming up week. The first week for me was just getting started and actually doing it for 7 days. So now that I'm in it and, I'm pushing forward, my second step is going to be or my second goal is going to be actually getting in the calories that I need to get in and working on my eating window. So let's get into that. I also feel like I made a mistake with that as well, because I picked an eating window that I felt like fit my schedule. But even though it did semi-fit my schedule, like on my days off, I've talked about that in the other video, so I won't get too deep into that. But on my days off, like my eating window needs to be switched a little bit. And then even when I'm working, it still has to be switched a little bit because I'm commuting back and forth for an hour. So I know once I start working from home with my job, it will be better and easier because I'll be here once, my eating window opens. But for now, like, I'm driving during an hour of my eating window, and I could have, sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. I could have a protein shake during that time, but it's kind of like if I don't start eating at 11 and eat every 2 hours or an hour and a half to 2 hours after that, I'm pretty much making smaller windows for myself, and I'm not eating enough calories in that time. Sorry guys, I'm really stuffy, and it just like came on all of a sudden. Anyway, so that's something I'll also be working on, fixing my eating window, which I've said several times in the other videos. But since today is 7, I'm definitely going to start making that plan, or not make that plan, I'm definitely going to finalize that plan today. That way, going forward, I'll already have that situated. I think this is easier than a lot of people make it out to be. It's definitely easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm saying a lot, sorry guys, but I do feel like it's easier. The first couple of days, of course, were rough. Like the first 2 days, I've done videos on them, so you can go back and look at those. But I definitely feel like this is definitely a world's different from when I first started. I'm not nearly as hungry as I was before, which I feel like is a great thing, because again, it gives me a chance to learn my body and learn, when I actually do need to eat, and when I'm okay with just, giving myself some water or something, to help give my body something other than food. It also makes me more conscious about what I'm eating and what I'm putting into my body, because I still have to stick within my calorie goal and my nutrition as well. I know a lot of people who are saying that they don't even count calories. They just, eat what they want to eat during their fasting time, and they're good to go. That's really cool for those people. I know for me, I need to stick to my calorie goal, at least to start with, so that I have a basis. Like I don't trust myself just jumping into this and just eating what I want to eat, during my eating window. I'm still trying to lose weight, so I definitely don't want to sabotage myself by overindulging when I shouldn't be. I am going to fix it a little bit so that I'm able to at least have like 1 day a week where, I'm able to give myself the dessert I want or something like that, because I'm not on like a really strict meal plan or anything to where I can't have like sweets and things like that. I'm just on I'm on a specific meal plan, but it incorporates a lot of protein, because I still want my muscle mass or whatever. But we can get into that once I go and have my my weight and everything done at the NutriShop, which I was supposed to do today, but my day was crazy. It was absolutely ridiculous. There was so much going on, which is why I'm tired now, because I didn't sleep then. But the stuff that was going on, like, I will easily trade, what I'm saying, no sleep for the stuff I got accomplished today. So by far, it's wonderful. Anyway, so how much weight have I lost during this? I have lost a total of 6 pounds. That to me is phenomenal. Now, on one hand, I want to be really excited about it because that's 6 pounds in 7 days. I know when I was doing the fruit and vegetable fast, I lost 10 pounds in 7 days, and that was with me just putting in fruits and vegetables. Now, this one I'm able to eat, meats and everything else, and I'm still losing weight, which I feel like is great. Like, that's wonderful. So that's on one hand that I'm really excited about that. The other hand, I'm not necessarily not excited about it because I don't want to make it seem like I'm ungrateful for, what the fasting is doing for me. Like the fasting has feelings. Anyway, but I feel like that kind of me not hitting my calorie goal every day attributed to me losing the extra 3 pounds. And I don't want to lose weight like that. That's not my goal. I definitely want to be healthy with this all the way through, which is why, getting my calories to where they're supposed to be is my number one goal for this week. So when I started, I was 219.4, and I am now 213.12. So that's 6 pounds and 2 ounces, and I'm really, really excited about that. When I first stepped on the scale this morning, I was like, there's no way, like, that's not real. And I took my scale around to different parts of the house because I don't know, in my head, where I was weighing myself couldn't have been a great place to weigh myself, so it's gonna be different in a different room. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did. I took it around to different rooms in the house, and it all said 213. The ounces change between 2 ounces, so I just think my scale has an ounce problem. I don't know. But the machine that I'm going to get on today will give me all of that information and let me know if that's an accurate number or not. I trust my scale because you can't be like, bitch, you lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scale. Like, not to say the scale's on malfunction, but I'm rambling. Let's get through this. I will go and get on the scale. They open at 9 o'clock. I will be there at, 8:55 a.m. waiting on them to open the door so that I can get started. That way I at least have a visual to go off of for, this next week coming up. The only thing that I'll say about that, and I won't talk too much about it because I'm going to talk about it in another video once I actually get the paper, is that I've been weighing myself with them for a while now. So they have tracked my weight. Sorry, my computer just did something. Anyway, they've tracked my weight for, a while now. I want to say it's been almost a year, actually, since I started going to them and getting all of my stuff weighed and, checked out or whatever. In this machine, it checks, your muscle mass and all of that stuff. So I'll be able to clearly see exactly what this fasting is doing to my body. And that way I can make sure that I stay healthy with this. Gracious, this video is almost 13 minutes long, so I'm going to go ahead and end this and let you guys go because nobody wants to sit here for 13 minutes. Anyway, so if you guys are thinking about doing fasting, I definitely suggest it. Weight loss is a goal, is a benefit from it. The extra energy, the not feeling so heavy situation, and being able to learn your body and being able to think with a clear mind so that you're able to get things done. And that's it. Like I said, the video is pretty long already. So if you guys have any questions, like, comment, subscribe, or don't. It's your Facebook page. Shoot. It's your YouTube page. It's your YouTube. It's your YouTube page. Do what you like with it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.